the last one, was the last article or the last video, and in the Blacks in Japan, it was a credible critique that the young ladies were saying that everything that you're saying pretty much only pertains to Black Americans from the U.S. So there, she's making a distinction between Black Americans and I believe that
she's from what? She's Jamaican or something?
Somewhere in the Caribbean. I know different groups of like Jamaican girls who hang out together and people. Yeah, so I can see that is
not on that
an accurate assessment.
Yeah, not on that level. That's not the level we're talking about. Yeah. Okay. Case in point, most Indian cats I see out here, I don't know if Ty can attest to this, but most Indian cats I see out here, they live here. They speak Japanese. They've been here for a minute. Mm-hmm. They still got Indian wives. And they got Indian businesses, and all their work comes out of India. You know what I'm saying? India is poor as hell. India got so many damn poor people in so many slums, and it's so filthy. I don't think I could ever live there. And at the same time, the richest actor in the world is an Indian man. I thought it was going to be like Tom Cruise or Brad Pitt or something like that. This is Indian cat.
Oh yeah,
he's the richest actor in the world.
Oh, richest actor.
Just off of
actor.
Yeah, he's an actor.
Okay.
I was typing in like the richest actors in the world, and and Tom Cruise is number 2.
The Bollywood stuff, yeah, right.
Bollywood, and what's crazy about it is, other than Indian people, ain't nobody watching it like that. There's a few people who look at Bollywood, but ain't nobody looking at it where he should be the richest in the world. It's like, yo, they straight run they shit,
right?
And all I'm talking about is on that level. Okay, us being friends and exchanging cultures because we're Black. That's just like meeting Japanese and exchanging cultures because we're different groups. Like that's just friendly. It's just friendly babble. That's all good. I have white friends. I have Black friends. I got a whole group of different kinds of friends. I'm talking about the white people trying to limit my group's population. And you try and act like that shit ain't happening on your side of the fence when your country is being straight run.
You know what I'm saying? Because if these people, if everybody's hanging out so much, so tight, all these Caribbean people or whoever you're talking about, what is the result? Let's talk about results. You know what I'm saying? Where's the? I mean, I would love to have just a Jamaican restaurant in Nagoya. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, where's it at? You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking about.
Right.
You know what I mean? So no disrespect.
And they don't make it hard out here neither, by the way. They don't make it hard. You get out here and you be out here for more than 5-6 years, which seems like a long time, but really you try to start a business in another country. 5-6 years is really minimum. And they work with anybody out here as long as you're serious about your papers.
If it looks like you're going to make money. And that's what I'm trying to say. If 10 people, they can be from the Caribbean. They ain't got nothing to do with us. You don't have to deal with us, is what I'm saying. But if you guys, the Caribbean, if you guys are hanging out so tough, why don't 10 of you get together and do something?
Right on.
That's all I'm saying. And when you do, then you invite me to come. You know what I mean? Invite us. Right. You know, that's all we're saying. That's it. You know, like I said, getting together and having dinner and I mean, that's great, and I think those things need to happen too. But we ain't talking about that.
Yeah, what's one of the biggest underground cultures you know out here that's from a foreign country? What would you say?
Well, the Brazilians have their own.
Yeah, the Brazilians got it, but that's their own. But I mean, like that are building off a Japanese economy. Because I was gonna say, the Turkish community.
Ooh.
Very, very small community. They got food trucks, they got kebab, they got them dresses, and then they do the belly dancing. And the belly dancing is real big out here. And I used to talk to women, you know, most women who are into yoga are also into Turkish dance, the belly dance.
Yeah,
and they ain't got no belly and they ain't got no ass, but they want to do the dance. And this one lady took me to a Turkish town in Japan, in Osaka, by Tsudahashi. And they got the whole Turkish dress stores where Turkish men are running it, and these ladies are paying top dollar for these dresses. And I got to know one of the Turkish guys. He was like, yo, we don't even buy it anywhere close to that price.
Right.
So they're banking, really banking off of just cheap dresses, selling them top dollar, and then making all their shows, all the food, everything straight Turkish. And only Turkish people run everything and have Japanese come in there and pay for all that. So I'm just saying, if black cultures are coming together like they so-called are, where they at when we banking like that? Where people are paying top dollar for a culture? Straight up, the highest commerce going on for black people is black American culture. We talking Nike, all that Reebok, Nike, all that hip hop clothes, all that shit. Come on now.
So if 10 of us got together, and really, and you're gonna have to put your energy, you're gonna have to put some finance into it, you're gonna have to put some time into it. But you can't argue. You can't get around and start arguing and debating and bickering. You know what I'm saying? And anything. It could be food, it could be entertainment, but everybody just has to be on the same sheet of music, the same level. Anything would blow up. Right. Like I said, this is not something about join our group or anything like that. I'm trying to get a certain mindset going. We're trying to, you know what I'm saying? Get off this thing. As soon as you say something, people just want to take shots at you.
No, but you're right. And when people come and take shots, that is exactly why white nationalists in the States can go out, American flags blazing, face masks off, and protesting and getting on camera and talking they shit. Right or wrong, if black people want to do something, we should be able to have at least the same amount of power as they do. Right. Because they're straight hillbillies. Everybody, they're just hillbillies. I'm like, well, then how do hillbillies get away with this shit?
So if they're just hillbillies, and if they're just hillbillies, so then what level are you on? What level are we on? Right. If just hillbillies can do that,
right?
But I can't do that. So but in the same conversation, then we want to talk about how we're citizens and we have all these rights. People want to throw Thomas Jefferson if you're talking about the United States, but any of the other countries. And as far as that only has to do with America, no, listen, it has to do with all the countries. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking in Nigeria, and these people in these different African countries, they're still wearing that white wig. If you
they're still wearing that wig in the courts.
If you wearing that wig and you in that country and you caping for that country, you know what I'm saying? This is not for you. This conversation is not for you.
Yeah, you said something to me a while ago where you were like, the difference between American black culture and many other cultures that are black, Americans will be the first to be like, the conscious one, the woke niggas is like, yo, I'm an alcoholic. I have a problem. You know what I'm saying? Every black country in the world is in some bullshit. I met a chick from South Africa was talking how good South Africa was. South Africa got one of the biggest slums in the world, bigger than Brazil, bigger than any. The top is like Kenya or Mexico City. I'm like, what are you talking about? And who do you think is in that slum? In Japan, they ain't got that much money. They ain't rocking it like that. But most Japanese ain't really even got money like that. But they got a country where they feel safe that they can just spend frivolently their money because they know that money's going back into their own community. Right. And this little ass island be holding it down. You know what I'm saying? They be like, well, we're an island nation. That's why we don't really have money like that. I'm like, you're an island nation. You don't have money like you one of the top countries in the world. Philippines is an island nation. They ain't got no goddamn money.
Yep. So what's the difference?
What are you talking about? What? Okay. Oh, you're from the West Indies? Well, Japan is an island nation. You're an island nation. Where your money at? You still got white people on your money. And then Japan got Japanese people on their money.
Right. And then the fact, like I said, we don't want to keep on. We don't want to act like we're pointing the finger, and all this stuff. But if you start looking around, everybody's trying to that's an American thing. No, we're talking about everybody's thing.
It is an American thing, but it's your thing too, motherfucker.
That's what I'm saying.
Everybody black.
As soon as they want to point the finger, this is you. Okay, but if we start looking at the individual countries on the mother continent, in Africa or in the Caribbean, yo, man, come on now. It ain't going to stand up to scrutiny. And as soon as we do it, you're going to be angry. You're going to be angry. So, like I said, we're just going to let it go at this and really just say, like I said, we're talking about a collaborating and actually making something happen. If there ain't no results, then nothing happened. You know what I'm saying?
Talking about America first and foremost. So then I have the ability to tell you it's even worse where you at. You know what I'm saying? So tell me where it's at. You know what I'm saying?
Like I said, because we're not talking about beta stuff, and we're not talking about Cowtown. We're talking about black people having black values, doing it our way. We're not talking about, okay, let's just cut it. A lot of people are talking about trying to find a comfortable place inside of the system of racism and white supremacy. You don't get that? Again, that's what we talk about. That's that boule crowd, the boule type thinking. And there's a lot of people, black people in Japan, that follow that, who actually think that that's the normal and the only way to do it. Okay? So we're not talking about that. So if you think you're gonna coddle up, you have some inroads with the dominant society, and maybe you do, but a whole lot of people smarter than you thought that too. You know what I'm saying? Before you. You know what I'm saying? And look where we are. Look where we are. It's gotten worse. We had a so-called, all that black president, all that stuff. We are where we are. So we're not talking about that. We ain't talking about shooting up and doing them like that, but we're talking about just having our values and moving in a way according to black consciousness, melanin-rich consciousness. That's why I use the word melanin-rich, just because, some of this stuff that this taking shots, this whole division thing, it's corny. At this point, it's corny. Nobody has nothing, but we're better than you. We better than you. That's American. That's just American black. So
we don't have that problem.
We don't have that problem.
We don't have that problem. You see, if you don't have that problem, then I'm problem solving right now. I'm problem solving, and like you said, it's not violent. It's not trying to do the same thing that the white man did to us. Let's stop doing all that. That's Disney talk. Like you said, that shit is corny. We ain't trying to hear that. We're trying to see, all right, put your money where your mouth is. Because to me, if you ain't about your paper, for me personally, as a black man, because I'm not a woman, I don't really know, and I think women might be on the same page, but you ain't about your paper. You ain't saying shit to me. If you're talking about just you enjoy your life and you got a job, like you just said right there, you snuggled up to white supremacy and you found your situation. Good luck with you, and I love you, and good luck with it.
Yeah,
just stay out of it. Please stay out of it. But we're talking about problem solving right now for the future. So thank you for the article. Thank you for what you wrote, because I got to think about it now. I really got to think about it. I got to think about it all the time. But you definitely make it. That whole everything's fine situation is not fine, and you went and researched it. Because when black people in the States tell me everything's fine, I'm like, oh, okay, well then I guess we're good then. Clearly it's not.
And to put just the last, I guess, exclamation point, the main thing that we're saying, really, we're talking about what black people have in common. And what we have in common is we all at the bottom socioeconomically. You know what I'm saying? So that's just you guys. That's why if I came off kind of passionate about that, that's why. Right. Because we're so quick to point, no, that's just you. But this whole big thing that we have together, everybody wants to try to act like that ain't there. And that thing is called poverty. That thing is called having no rights. Right. You know what I'm saying? But we're gonna keep on ignoring that. You know what I'm saying? And you want to say, no, we do this. We do, and you're going to take the smallest part, but there's no results. There's no, where are the results? You know what I'm saying? So let's get past that. Let's get past it. Let's talk to each other like brothers and sisters. Yep. You know what I'm saying? And start seeing what we have in common. I mean, good grief. Like,
but well said. No, well said, man. Let's do it. No, that's why we're doing this online anyway. So yeah.
Really, we just want to see where are you at? Where the black people at? Where you at?
Just so you know, I do not go online. I do not tell anybody my opinions unless they actually really come and see me. So Todd get me out on this camera and voicing it out like this. is because it feels like it's needed right now. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I take it seriously. I do take it seriously. I take Black people's lives seriously. And yeah, man, keep writing them articles, brother. Yeah.
So get at us about the articles. And where? Yeah, let's end this. Where can they get at you at, my brother?
Check me out at realtalkenglish.jp. That's where you'll find me.
All right, and you can go get at me, Takuan Amaru, at Gmail, or you can get at me on gaikokujin-thestory.com. gaikokujin-thestory.com. I'm telling you, you read it, man. Read it. It'll change your life. You know.
Yeah, it'd be cool to get some people on here who said they read the book or a comment or two.